Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Well, that's good. Okay. Now just let me find you again here in all my pages. There we go. Hey, look at here. It snowed last night.
Yeah, I can hear.
Oh, this is bad. I do not like snow. You are lucky. You do
Yeah,
not have to deal with snow.
yeah, correct.
Yeah. Well, when I moved here to Vancouver area, I thought I would never have to deal with snow again because the climate here is much warmer than the rest of Canada.
Yeah,
But I was wrong. It is much warmer, but we still do get a little bit of snow each winter, just for
yeah.
maybe
We,
one
we
month.
have got snow sometimes too, as well.
Oh, you do? Oh. So you live in an area of the country where you get snow, or is that a different area?
Actually, we have some other areas that get snow, but our area has 2 or 3 days with snow.
Well, I see. That's kind of like here. We usually have 2 or 3 days with some snow and then mostly rain in the wintertime
Yeah,
here. I like rain better than snow because you don't have to shovel the rain.
correct.
So, what do you have planned for your lesson today?
We can speak as other lessons, like other
Ah,
lessons.
anything in particular you might want to talk about, I wonder?
Um, Actually, no.
No. Hmm. Well, let me think of some subjects that we might talk about. I'm not very interested in sports, so let's leave sports out of it. Science and technology, I'm very interested in. Artificial intelligence, I'm interested in. The future, hmm, I'm interested in. Space, the universe, yeah, I'm interested in. A lot of science stuff there. Philosophy, ah, yes. And law. Mhm. Travel. I have done a lot of travel, but I don't want to travel anymore myself.
Where
I
did
am
you
all.
go until this time?
Oh, I have been for a short time in many countries because of my many travels. I sometimes I might go wherever I'm going. I might go through Heathrow Airport in London, and if I have a
Yeah,
long layover, I will go downtown. Sometimes I will go through Amsterdam, sometimes Brussels or Paris or Rome. But
did
my
you go there
destination,
for only for travel, or do you have some works at there?
no, I am just passing through those
Oh,
countries. I am always traveling to Africa. That's
oh,
where I go. My country works in many countries, but my responsibility is the African market.
I can understand. Africa
So,
is nearly us. It's down of us.
can you repeat that? I didn't hear you.
And Africa is under us,
Ah, yes.
under
Hmm.
Turkey.
Yeah, yeah. You are much closer to Africa than I
Yeah,
am. Yeah. So I spent a lot of time working in Africa. Mostly in West Africa is where I did most of my business. But on the way to and from Africa, I would travel through many different countries. And sometimes I would take a couple days, to explore.
and have you seen any wild animals at West Africa?
I always get asked that question, and I always answer the question exactly the same way. West Africa, almost, I think, every country in West Africa are very poor, very undeveloped, and not really civilized as you and I think of it. Okay? They are only, in some cases, one generation out of the jungle. In many cases, two generations out of the jungle. Okay? That means that they are still very close to how their ancestry lived. So they don't pay any attention to, say, personal hygiene, washing your hands, okay, brushing your teeth. They don't pay attention to these things.
Yeah.
Bacteria and food, they don't pay attention to that. If they drop a piece of meat on the floor, they will just pick the piece of meat up and continue like they did not even drop it. They don't think maybe there are germs on the meat now. Oh,
Actually, I think that because of their poor and they don't want to pay a lot of things like brushing, teeth brush, or other things, but they have take meats on the floor because they haven't get another meat for a long time, so they have eat it for that.
yeah, that's very true. Yeah, many people there are starving for food and starving for clean water. Yeah, the countries are poor. No, no, the countries are not poor because the politicians who run these countries are very wealthy and they live in extravagant homes with walls made of marble and floors made of granite. And even though their home is only 2 stories, they have a personal elevator so they do not have to walk up the marble stairs with
Yeah,
gold railings
they have
along the
take
side.
from the everyone and they use from on their.
Yeah,
It's
they
bad thing.
take all the wealth of the country and they keep it in the government and they give the people nothing. And the people have no work and no way to provide. And the people cannot revolt because the government has all the guns. The people do
Yeah,
not have guns, so they cannot
maybe they have
stage any
paid
kind of
something
revolt.
for peoples. Maybe they have much more money for on for they.
Mhm. So my job was to go to these countries, make deals with the government there in order to build electrical power generation plants so the people could have electricity.
Yeah, it can be actually. As I know, there's too much wind.
There's many problems. Many problems. Yeah. So yes, I did a lot of traveling. So travel is of interest to me. I've stayed in hotels all over the world. Some of the nicest hotels in the world I've stayed in, and by mistake, a couple of the worst. I had to stay in one hotel. I only stayed there one night. It was so bad. It was so dirty, and oh, I I could not even lie on top of the bed. Get in the bed? No, no, no. I would not even lie on top of the bed. Okay? All night long, I took the chair, I set the chair in the corner so I could lean my head back against the wall. And I sat and slept in the chair all night.
It's bad things. I have to do it once time.
Oh,
Our home is in. We have go to other place and there's two beds at there, and I have to slept on chair as well.
not too comfortable.
Yeah,
But not only did I have to sleep on the chair, but I had to lift my feet off the floor and put them up on the bed for safety. Oh, yeah. The worst part of this whole room was that when I come into the room, I open the door, I walk into the room the first time. Oh, I look around. This is not a very good room. Oh. So I close the door behind me and I look down at the floor, and on the floor there is a big cockroach. He is bigger than my hand, this cockroach on the floor. But he is laying on his back and he is dead. Oh, great big dead cockroach. I did not even touch it, you know. So I
It's
sat on the
dangerous.
chair all night, put my feet up on the bed. I thought maybe there will be more cockroaches. But that cockroach,
Can
he
be.
was as big as my hand. But you know what was scary? When I woke up in the morning and I turned on the light, that cockroach was gone.
Oh,
Something come in that room. Something big enough to eat a cockroach as big as my hand. Probably some kind of snake or something. I don't know. Oh
it's a terrible
man.
one.
Yeah, that
If I
was in
must stay up
Nigeria.
there for a night, I want to stay. I want to sleep on the streets much more.
Well, the street is not very much safer, I don't think. You know?
Actually, it's not safer as the room, but it's safer than a room that you have set for a day, for a night.
Yeah. Depends what country you're in. Yeah. So yeah, travel.
Is
Let's
there
talk
any
about travel.
snake? Is there too much snake at there, that the place that you live?
Oh, where I live now? Oh no, there are no snakes.
Oh,
There are many bears though. A lot of bears.
do they come to their house?
Yeah, yeah. I'll show you. Just give me that unplug here for a second.
Oh, is there any bear?
Oh no, there's no bears here right now, but you see all around my house. See this fence? The wood fence?
Yeah.
Everywhere, all there. Fence, all wooden fence. Around the front of the house, everywhere. Okay? That's to keep out the bears.
Oh, they can't
Because
climb at these, correct?
they can. They could climb over that fence easily if they wanted to, but they have no reason to climb over the fence. So when they come to the fence, they just turn and they go around the fence and keep on their travel because there's no reason for them to come over the fence. But if the fence was not there, well, then they would just kind of be coming right through my yard. And if my small dog was outside, there could be a big problem.
They can eat it.
Yeah. So we have the
They're
fence there. That
they're
way the
huge
bears
things,
cannot.
huge things actually.
So I see bears all the time here when I am out riding my mountain bike.
Oh, you riding?
Not right now because of the snow, but most of the year I ride my mountain bike once, sometimes twice every day for exercise.
It isn't dangerous with riding on in bears.
Um, it can be dangerous if you're not careful. If you understand the bears, it is not so dangerous. Um, you know, you just, I have a bell on my bike so that when I am riding, the little bell is going tinkle, tinkle, tinkle all the time while I ride. If I'm out on the trail riding the bike, the animals will hear that bell tinkling on my bike. They will know somebody is coming. The bear will know somebody is coming along the trail, and he will leave the trail. He will go off into the bush. And
Oh,
I might not even know he was there unless I smell him. I know what the bear smells like. So sometimes I will smell a bear and not see him. But I usually see a bear maybe two, three times every month.
Oh, are they attack once time or are
No, I have
are you
never,
the
I,
oh
I've never had a problem. Never had a problem.
have
But
I think you have a
I,
big chance.
I carry bear spray on my bike. A can.
Oh,
It's like pressurized spray, like a small fire extinguisher. It's about the same size as my water bottle, and I carry it in the water bottle holder on my bicycle when I'm riding. And if a bear was to attack me, I could just pull out my bear spray, point it, and pull the trigger. And the spray will spray out in front of the bear, and he will not come any closer because it burns his eyes, it burns his nose and his mouth. When he breathes in, it burns his lungs. It causes him much, much pain. So he will run away into the bush, howling in pain, and forget about me. And then later, maybe 1 hour, the bear is fine. I do not need to shoot him, kill him, you know. Just spray him with the spray, and he will not bother you.
and are there any people that attacked by a bear at there?
Oh, yes, every year.
Oh, are they die? Any one of us die or
Many, many people have died from bear attacks. People die
oh,
from bear attacks every year. Yeah, yeah.
it's bad.
Especially on the mainland. We have many different types of bears here. The bears that are on my island where I live are called black bears. They're the smallest of the bears, although they're still pretty big. Okay, and they are not carnivorous. They do not normally hunt meat. If they attack a person, it is not because they want to eat you. They are doing it because they are scared
Heard of
or
mhm,
protecting their babies.
yeah.
Okay,
Actually,
once
I believe that any of uh, animals don't attack for some people because they have trying to protect their babies or uh,
yeah,
protect
yeah.
their self, as you said.
Now, if you go to the mainland, not the island that I am on, but to the mainland, the Rocky Mountains, there are what are called Kodiak bears, which are brown bears. There are grizzly bears, which are bigger brown bears. And when you go farther north, there are polar bears. And all of those bears eat people.
Oh,
The only bear that does not eat people is the black
black
bear that
bear.
we have here.
Have you ever seen a brown bear?
No, not in the wild. I have seen them in the zoo, but
Oh,
not in the wild.
I see them at the zoo too.
Yeah, that's a good place to see them.
Yeah, we have black. We don't have black bears at here, but as I know, we have brown bears at here. They've been so huge.
They're big, yeah.
And if I'm not false, an American have a dog, uh, and a bear has tried to attack to a dog's keeper, and the dog have attacked the bear, and the bear climbs on tree, and the dogs uh, have uh, go behind him.
Yeah, black bears will climb trees. Grizzly bears are not, they're too big and heavy. They cannot climb a tree like a black bear can. But the grizzly bear will kill the dogs.
Yeah,
A grizzly bear will kill a pack of wolves. Even the wolves cannot beat the grizzly bear.
I think that can kill some human or a dog can kill everything on the wild.
Yeah. We have an animal here on the island that is much more dangerous than the bear. Much
Oh.
more dangerous.
Is it a tiger?
Close. It is. We call it a cougar. It's also called the mountain lion. And it's very similar to some other big cats like the leopard, the puma, the panther. All of these cats are pretty much the same. A lion is bigger, but then the leopard, the cheetah, the puma, the mountain lion, they're all about the same size, but they are different colors. The mountain lion is brown.
Actually,
like the
it's
African
looking like a puma,
bear. Yes. Yeah.
nearly.
If you see a mountain lion, you are probably about to die, because you will not see a mountain lion until it is attacking you. It will hide in the thick bush, and it will wait until you are right beside it, and then it will spring out of the bush and land on you, and you have no time to defend yourself.
And it's called jaguar?
It's the same as a jaguar, only
Yeah.
it's brown, different color, that's all.
It's looking like a jaguar, like
Yeah.
in Google.
The first year that I moved here, that was 5 years ago, the first year that I moved here, a family, 2 children, mother and father, were walking along a path not too far from here, just a few kilometers away from where I live. The boy, 11 years old, the girl, 9 years old, mother and father. They're walking on the hiking trail. They did not see the cougar up in the tree. It was up in the tree over the trail. And as they walked under the tree, the cougar dropped out of the tree and landed right on top of the 11-year-old boy and drove the boy into the ground. And then the cougar started biting and clawing at the boy, trying to kill him. Mother and father, they started kicking the cat, and father grabbed a big stick and beating and trying to stab the cat with the stick. Eventually, after fighting with the cat for some period of time, they did get the cat to let go of the boy and run away into the bush, but the boy died.
Oh,
Yeah. He
it's
was
bad.
with his mother and his father when this happened. He was not even alone with his family when the cat attacked. Now, the Ministry of Natural Resources, they went and they found the cat and they destroyed it. They killed it. They won't let an animal that kills people be wandering around the neighborhood. But it happens. Yeah. Cougars hunt meat. You are meat.
And can't they take it with them and put it to a place for they didn't attack? It can't attack a people, and it can still live at there. Why don't
We
they
have
do this?
we have to respect the animals. When
Hmm.
you move into the country like this, you must know I am living amongst wild animals. So you must respect that and be wise. I will tell you how to avoid ever getting attacked by an animal. Always walk with 2 people, you and a friend, always in the bush. 2 people, you and a friend. Because see, there is the story about 2 men walking along the path. They come around the corner, and right in front of them is a bear. Oh no, they are too close. The bear, whoa, up on his back legs, he's about to attack them. Well, bears are very fast, even though they're big.
Yeah.
They can run. They can run a long ways, and they can run fast. And the one man, he kneels down. He starts tying up his running shoes tighter. The other man looks at him and says, "My friend, what are you doing? You cannot run faster than the bear." His friend stands up after he ties up his shoes and he says, "Yes, I know. You are right. I cannot run faster than the bear, but I only have to run faster than you.
And isn't it correct that if somebody can scare a bear, can protect himself or try to looking like that somebody's doing that, he's looking, it's looking like that, and the bear have touch him, smells him, and then lets him alone and go. Isn't it correct?
Ooh, it depends on the bear. If it is a black bear, they say you should fight because black bears are not carnivorous, they're not killers. And if you take your fist and you punch the black bear in the nose, apparently it hurts the black bear a lot, just like it does if you punch a person in the nose. And if you take your fingers and you dig your fingers into the black bear's eyes, well, that hurts a lot, just like it does if you dig your fingers into a person's eyeballs. So
Yeah.
they say that if you get attacked by a black bear, you should fight hard, like that, like fight like you want to kill that black bear. Yeah? But they say if you get attacked by one of the big bears, like a grizzly bear, there is no sense to fight. You cannot defeat this big bear. So what you should do if you have a pack sack on, you pull your pack sack up over the back of your head and the back of your neck, because that's where the bear is going to try to get you. So you protect the back of your head, the back of your neck, and you lay face down on the ground and pretend to be dead. Once the bear thinks you
It's
are
the only
helpless, he
chance
will.
that's rescued from a grizzly bear.
Yeah, even when it is biting you, you must pretend to be dead. Like
But as I
don't.
know, they didn't eating the some eating a single that isn't it correct? They didn't eat any of diet uh, thing uh, like if some of ca- um, fishes that and they have found it. I know that they didn't eat it and let it alone and go on its side. It's go away.
I understood what you were saying about something biting you and then going away, but I didn't understand the rest of your meaning.
I know that is a bear or something other that eat meat like jaguars or lions, and if they see that animal, I know that they have smells and control that is if it's die or didn't die, and if it's die, they have put it alone and go away.
Yeah, we got to work on your English. um,
Because
yeah, you're. Go ahead.
I have seen it on a YouTube um channel, and the lion have come near a died fish,
Right.
and it smells it, and the fish is died, so it gets away from here.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, it's animals are very hard to predict. If it has eaten recently, might not be very aggressive at all because it has a full belly. On the other hand, if it hasn't eaten in days, even a small animal like a fox can become very dangerous.
Yeah, small dogs are. I think the small dogs are more dangerous than biggest dogs because the biggest dogs they carried by humans, and they didn't let it go. But small dogs they are small. They think that they can't do so much thing, and they let it go, and if it can buy, it's a human. I have seen
Yeah,
it before.
yeah. A friend of mine is a veterinary doctor, and he
Yeah,
says that too. My my friend told me a small dog will bite
and
you.
the lesson is finishing.